Today we will be reviewing the Gavril Roamer on a scale of 1 through 10. Each point will be earned through reviewing the exterior, interior materials, quality of life features, utility, engine, fuel mileage, max speed run, durability, and finally the 0 to 60 times. Starting with the exterior, I do like the exterior on this because it is two-tone. I do like the two-tone exterior on this and the much bigger wheels. Aesthetically, this vehicle is very simple. I give the exterior a 1. Next is the interior. I do like the interior on the Gavril Roamer because it is two-tone. It also has wood on the dash, and the dash has a really nice looking design. We have perforated seats, and I do like the fancy steering wheel on the Gavril Roamer. We also have a different color headliner. We also have speaker system, stereo, AC, and a physical gauge cluster, and a column shifter. We also have motorized windows. This is a lot more than a Gavril D-Series, so I'll give this a 1. The materials on the Gavril Roamer are way nicer than the Gavril D-Series because most of it's actually metal. The mirrors are plastic. The running boards are just a matte metal. I do like that. The chrome grille, that's metal. We also have bumper, which is metal, surprisingly. We also have metal on the back bumper. Also, the materials in the back, I do like this fabric, but it would tear pretty easily if you're putting something sharp in here. But I don't think this is going to be doing anything heavy. The materials in the back are quite similar to the trunk. We do have leather on this side, and we do have the fabric on the floor. Fabric is quite hard to clean in vehicles, which I'm not a big fan of. We do have, it's kind of plasticky in here, but I do like the materials on the outside way better than the inside. Up front is the same deal. We have plastic almost everywhere, but we do have the leather, and we do have the lid on the dash. I do like that. I give the materials a 0.5, just on the fact that the outside's good, the interior's not the best when it comes to materials. I do like the leather seats though. Quality of life features on this vehicle are pretty good and more plentiful than the Gavril D-Series because we have a stereo system, we have AC, we have airbags, we even have some speakers in the doors, motorized windows, and cup holders, the most important thing on a vehicle. Even on the passenger side, we have a grab handle, so whoever can't get in can get in. I give the Gavril Roamer a 1 on quality of life features just because it has way more than Gavril D-Series. The most important use of a vehicle is utility. I honestly think that this is tied with the Gavril D-Series because if you look in the back, these seats do fold down. And you also have all these trunk space, so you could fit anything you want in here. And it's also covered too, so if you have any groceries, they do not get wet if it's raining. The Gavril D-Series and the Gavril Roamer do have something in common. We have a pretty big V8, like before, it's very similar, but this also has more horsepower than Gavril D-Series. It has 220 horsepower and 302 pound-feet of torque. This thing is much faster than a Gavril D-Series and also has a higher top speed of 117 miles per hour. I give the engine overall, it is a bigger improvement over the Gavril D-Series, a 1, just in the fact that it has more horsepower and that always equals more fun. Also, saving money on fuel is always a great thing, so let's start with fuel mileage. Let's test it. Let's start the engine. we have made it. We did burn more fuel than a Gavril D-Series. I would say that's about 1/10, so we did burn 2 times more fuel, which is still not that bad for a V8 traveling at 117 miles an hour. I will give the Gavril Roamer a 0.5 just because it didn't do as good as a Gavril D-Series, but it also weighs a considerable amount more than it. So, the max speed run across Johnson Valley, which we already did. We already did that. So, I'll put that up in editing, and you get to judge if it was way better than the Gavril D-Series. Next up on the list is crashing the car into a pool at 30 miles an hour. Well, the Gavril Roamer did not do as good as I expected to. As you can see in the bottom left, the drive shaft is broken, the radiator is gone, and the front bumpers are not having fun. This is the result of the crash. That's not where it's supposed to be, and I don't know how the engine survived. It's a miracle. And the engine itself has survived. Surprisingly, we can get in here and start it. Survived weirdly. The drive shaft broke, which that kind of implicated a lot of the force from the impact into the cabin, which is not good for passengers. That would have been a pretty harsh impact. I did feel it myself when I did ram it into a pool, so yeah, I give it a 0.5. Whoa! Are we gonna ignore that?